So the Eurofighter Typhoon just finally landed on the dev server and it's looking like a real beast. But hold on, this is the dev server that we're talking about. So nothing here, it's going to be set in stone. Gaijin could buff it, nerf it, or decide that it needs to be painted bright pink for all we know. That's the beauty or nightmare of dev server content. But anyways, if you haven't seen my video on the Rafale already, go check it out because that is the Typhoon's main rival. And spoiler alert, these two planes are already sparking massive debates within the 1UN community. But anyways, let's focus on the plane that we have in the video for now. This thing is showing up with a 10 missile loadout. That means you got 6 9Ms and 4 120s for BVR. That is solid, but let me give you the pro tip here. Drop 4 of those 9Ms and rock 2 9Ms with 6 120s instead. Why? Because who needs 6 sidewinders in this meta when you have F-15Es going Mark Jesus and you can have 6 radar guided Fox 3s instead, ready to ruin someone's day. Also, when this video is being recorded, at the moment the Typhoon can only carry 6 120s. Now I'm not sure if this is historical or not. You guys can let me know down below in the comments, but for now it does put the Typhoon slightly behind competition like the F-15E in terms of missile count. That said, this aeroplane is still shaping up to be a fantastic addition, and I'm sure that German mains are finally thrilled to see this addition finally make it into the game after suffering for what, 2 years on MiG-29s and F4s. German mains are probably the happiest right now. Anyways, back to the gameplay. Somebody just fired a Fox 3 at us. We're slow, so we can't outrun it. So let's use multipath to our advantage to dodge it. But hold up, here comes another missile. No big deal though. The Eurofighter's got the moves to shake it off, and we should have absolutely no issue dodging this. Anyways, ignoring that, let's break this plane down. So the Eurofighter Typhoon is sitting at a battle rating of 13.7 across the tech trees of Germany, Italy, and the UK. The German version follows the F4F. The Italian one comes after the F-16A, and the British one is sitting after the Gripen. Also, as of now, the Typhoon can only carry 6 120s. Now, I'm not sure if that's historical or a placeholder, but it's still quite decent, especially when you throw in 2 9Ms for good measure. Anyways, you also get some nice solid ground ordnance, which should make the German mains quite happy. Top tier cast has been kind of a letdown for them recently, so they'll be quite excited for this addition. Also, please don't get too comfortable with the flight model right now. It's still quite unfinished, and the radar is basically a copy of the Sea Harriers, which is, let's be honest, very mid. Plus, the German variant is technically the worst of the three because it does not have pirate RST like the Italian and British variants. So expect all of this to change soon, so nothing is set in stone as of yet. This is the dev server after all. So let's get into some 1v1s now. So the Eurofighter has been through quite a few changes on the dev server, and honestly, it's not the manhandling machine that it used to be. So that's why we're sort of having a rough time right now against this Gripen. And I mean, you can see it and I can see it. The Typhoon is clearly underperforming at the moment. So don't make any judgments on it just yet. I hope it all changes when it comes to the live servers. So anyways, right now, as of this moment, this one is a bit of a toss-up. The matchup is looking pretty even so far, and we're both just trying to make our own moves. Anyways, we dodge his guns by the skin of our teeth, and then bam, we're in a Top Gun style free fall, just like how Goose died. But don't worry about it, since we can't recover, we have HMD to toss a 9M at him, and he eats it easy as day. Anyways, we're back here with the Gripen, and this time it is a very slow dogfight. The Typhoon is still not quite at its peak in a dev server just yet, so the Gripen is no slouch. We're both stuck in that low speed maneuvering zone, just trying to out energy and out turn each other. It's tight, really tight, so I keep my cool, let him fly out in front of me, and just when he thinks he's got me stranded, I launch a 9M. That's it, easy. In slow speed dogfights, the Typhoon has the W, no questions asked. Anyways, moving on to the third 1v1, the Eurofighter versus the stock Mirage 2000. Now, if you thought that the Eurofighter would make quick work of a stock Mirage, I ask you to think again, because Gaijin gave the EFT the flanker treatment, so it's struggling here quite a bit, and honestly, it is so embarrassing. You'd think a top tier jet, especially EUROCANARD, would wipe the floor with a stock Mirage, but apparently no, according to Gaijin. It's an even matchup for the most part. The Eurofighter is barely edging it out. This is just a reminder of how badly Gaijin messed up with his flight model. I really hope that they sort this mess out in the upcoming dev server updates, because right now it's just not going that well. Anyways, we're just trading turns and trying to out energy and out turn each other with sim controls. The AFT can still shine in the right situations, but it's definitely not the beast it was when I was flying the Rafale yesterday. Anyways, in the end, as you can see, we're going to the ground, so this is not going to be a good story for the Mirage and more of a sob story. In the end, we managed to catch him off guard, get the crit, and that's game over for the Mirage. Anyways, going on to this 1v1 Eurofighter versus Flanker. Please, even with how much Gaijin butchered the EFT's flight model, it's still running circles around the SU-27 like it's not even there. The Flanker is out here trying to turn like a cargo plane, like a C-130, and I'm just gliding through the sky with ease, making it look like a training exercise. Anyways, the Flanker is desperately trying to hold its position, but it's really holding on to its pride, and that's slipping faster than its actual performance. I'm cruising on the energy front, watching it stall out, desperately hoping for some miracle comeback. Spoiler, there is no comeback. The EFT just outclasses the Flanker at every single turn. Anyways, now we start to reel in. Energy's all mine. I'm above him. One quick move later, and the Flanker will be out in the sky. The Flanker is about to be finished any second now, and honestly, with all the nerfs Gaijin into the Eurofighter is still 10 steps ahead. Anyways, MiG-29 versus Eurofighter. This is about to be a one-sided affair. No surprises there. For all the MiG-29 fans out there, I really hate to say it, but your beloved jet just doesn't stand a chance against modern top-tier EUROCANARDs. And for the record, this is not the SMT, which gets to deal with the horror show of facing 4.5 Gen fighters at 13.7 like the Eurofighter and Rafale. But anyways, even in its standard form, the MiG-29 is just outclassed. Anyways, I'm just sitting here watching the MiG-29 do its best impression of a flying break. It clearly can't keep up, count-out maneuver, and clearly can't compete in energy retention. It's like playing with an outdated toy in a modern battlefield. Anyways, we managed to reel him in with ease, throw in a little energy trap his way, and then boom, that's all she wrote. Another one bites the dust. Anyways, that's a Typhoon for now. Just like the Rafale, it's a bit of a mess right now. You've got a radar worse than the Flanker, and you have 6 120s, which is less than a horde of F-15s running around, and the flight model has been absolutely butchered by Gaijin Entertainment. But worry not, this is a dev server after all, and everything is subject to change. Personally, I do expect the Eurofighter to get a few more buffs in the form of turning, especially at low speeds, since it does seem as if it's underperforming in that area. Otherwise, acceleration is quite solid. Gaijin nerfed it, so it's no longer outrunning SR-71s and is much more balanced now. I do expect the top speed to be updated, as it currently rips right below Mach 2, but it is supposed to be able to go Mach 2.3 RL. Anyways, that was it for the Eurofighter. Let me know if you want more dev server content down below, and as always, fly safe or not, your choice. I'll see you all in the next one.